there we go. Off we go. Here's the board. In the middle square, we have 28 Moons Wooded. Not the greatest middle, but also could be a lot worse. You could get 10 Moons in Seaside, which would just be a lot more of a time sink, or something along those lines that could be a lot worse. But starting off, we're in Cap Kingdom. This will essentially be any percent, except you almost always want to grab the top checkpoint. That way you don't need to waste a full minute going through the middle section of the tower a second time if you need to revisit Cap Kingdom. But you also might want to end up grabbing the life up part inside of Cap Tower, if that's on the board. Doesn't look like it is this time, though. So now we can look at where we can expect to see finishing. So first things first, column 2, row 2, and the 2x2 square on the grid is 6 Moon Seaside, 4-3 is Snow. Is that? Nope. 5-4 is Seaside, and that's all for the Snow Seaside goals. That's 3. It's not going to be a Snow Seaside walk, but you never know. It could be the best way to finish this board will be to go to Snow Seaside, but nonetheless, we just got to see what these runners choose to do. So some interesting goals on this board. A really intimidating one is row 2, column 2, row 5, 9 treasure chest moons. Goals like that seem very intimidating, and at first you might want to avoid them at all costs because they seem like a time sink. But really, you get a whole lot of chest moons just along the normal 80% route, and just getting a few more is not that far out of the way. So that's a deceptively challenging goal. Some other ones, 2 moons from slots. It seems like a small goal, but you do need to go to Day Metro in order to complete that one. And this one doesn't seem to be on the board, but 6 Notes moons is commonly mistaken for an early finish, but you actually need to go to Seaside to make that happen. So just a lot of knowledge stuff that you need to be able to parse through in order to figure out the proper route. So here we go into the match. Ganon off with a blazing 219 cap. Pretty impressive stuff. Drew following behind with around 239. And off we go into Cascade. So this is kind of where the routing more starts to come into play, because Cap, you're just automatically going to decide whether you get the life up part and the checkpoint or not. But here, Ganon's already going for some fast purple coins. So looking like he's either going for a large regional goal or just looking for a lot of Cap Kingdom purples. Either one of those is a viable option. 35 regionals in Cascade, very possible. And is that Aggron? Nope. Oh well. Unfortunate. I thought Aggron was here. And that looks like the only Cascade regional option, so Ganon potentially considering row 5 or column 4, and going for DSS. Didn't even think to mention that. And first try, that is impressive. Okay. I didn't expect to see DSS in any of these races, but if it's fast, then yeah, why not do it? Oh my god, how did that happen? How? There's no reason for that. And now he and Drew are basically tied, except Drew doesn't have quite as many purples. Although now he's deciding to get them, so he did miss out on the fast 6 at the very beginning. Kind of unfortunate, but shouldn't cost him too much. You can still get 35 relatively easily throughout the rest of Cascade. APC Cascade, all purple coins Cascade, is not the most difficult of all the kingdoms. Generally, if you get an all purple coins goal, you're going to either want to do Cap, Lake, Lost, and Cascade, Lake, Lost, and sometimes Cap, really depending on what goals you get there, but always situational. Not going to be seeing that in any of these boards. But nonetheless, both of them finishing off Brood. Ganon is now in the lead kingdom-wise, but just barely. And it looks like both of them, again, considering the 35 Cascade regionals. Other than that, we don't know much about their plans. But looking at Column 4, 7 8-bit sections, 7 moons from 8-bit sections, that can be completed by Lost at earliest, and the 9 treasure chests can be completed by Wooded if you get a few out of the way ones.
Hi, BP. Sorry to interrupt you, but you can hear me, correct?
I can hear you, Agron. How are you
Oh,
doing?
finally. The technical difficulties are over. Hi, everyone. Alright, so I haven't even looked at the board yet. So what do we got here?
Well, so far they've only been really making progress on 35 regionals and Cascade. But Drew looking like he's just going to try to get out of Cascade as quickly as possible. Oh, or not, never mind. But doing chess clip.
Right, so the first thing that I like to do when I look at a board is just mark off snow and seaside goals to see if we can get an early finish. So it looks like this might be early finish.
It should be. There's three snow seaside goals, I think.
Yes, and then the next question you ask yourself is the early finish worth it? Or can I finish earlier than Metro?
I'm very curious why Ganon is going for this sub-area.
Oh no, not the Chomp Rock sub-area. Oh no.
Generally, you don't want to go into the Chomp Room, as the Dino sub-area and the 2D sub-area generally each have more, because the Dino you get coins in case you need outfits or something, and then the 2D sub-area obviously has a 2D moon, which could be really helpful considering we have 7 8-bit moons on the board.
Yeah, for those that don't know, this sub-area is just incredibly slow due to the amount of cutscenes that you have to endure while going through it.
Yeah,
it's literally 4 small cutscenes, and they definitely add up.
For sure. And even lining up all the chain jump shots, you have to be really good to make it worth it at all.
Yeah, it can be tricky to actually do the sub-area correctly. It's a very risky sub-area to take.
I see. Ganon is probably going for one of the sub-area goals, I guess 18. So that's the only reason I can see him doing all of these. But
still, I wouldn't recommend staying in Cascade for too long, unless if you actually have goals around, staying in Cascade. Because by doing this, he's allowing Drew to potentially get kingdom progression over him.
Yes, exactly.
And while kingdom progression isn't, like, the end of the world in Bingo, it can be if they're doing similar routes. Like, if they're doing similar routes, it could, turn into more of a race than, who routed better. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. They're both doing the 35 regionals in Cascade, though, so...
So, about the columns that they could be doing, Row 5, you get purchase 6 moons, and in order, you can get shop moons in Cap and Cascade, but you must revisit those 2 kingdoms. Other than that, you can get them in Sand, Lake, Wooded, Lost, Metro. But that's only 5. So if they're going to plan on doing Row 5, they're going to have to either revisit somewhere or go to Seaside.
Very true. But overall, Row 5 is not a bad row. Like 9 treasure chests and 2 warp painting moons. Those are both pretty solid goals, especially if you know how to do Lake Clip. And we might see that later on when we get to Lake.
Yeah, and seeing that Ganon is going for all these sub-areas, I'm guessing he's going to be going for the 4 moons from Sand sub-areas, because that's a pretty good goal.
Yeah, the other thing that I noticed on this board is there's actually decent sub-area synergy. We got 12 moons from sub-areas total, and 18. So, Ganon could potentially be making a route that combos well with the sub-areas. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll just have to see. There's also 7 treasure chest moons, actually. So, there's some nice synergy with both sub-areas and treasure chests.
So, Drew getting slots. Is there a large sand goal? There's 26 moons in sand, but more likely, I think he's going to be going for the 2 slots moon, which would indicate a day metro finish. Too early to tell, obviously, but... Well, actually, 2 moons from slots would say a seaside finish, because the row 2 has 6 moon seaside. Oh, wait, no. Never mind, I misspoke. I missed the top left, bottom left, top right.
Yeah, he could be doing the diagonal.
That's actually a very nice diagonal. Because
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
7 treasure.
And with 28 moons wooded in the middle, it could allow them to use one of their painting moons with a wooded 2 through the painting and metro. I do that a lot because not only does it spit you at the top of the kingdom, but you get a free moon with the painting moon.
For sure, and there was another thing. Wooded does have 2 treasure chest moons. They're not the fastest, as they're both in deep woods. However, the Explorer, you can get purple coins throughout the kingdom and get the outfit, go down, and since there's the 28 moon goal, it makes it a lot more valuable to go into deep woods anyway, because there are some pretty fast moons there.
Not only that, but because the 28 moons wooded would likely be finished through wooded 2 with the painting, you'd want to visit deep woods last to avoid a rather large loading zone. So, with that in mind, they might be looking to go to Metro, then go back through the painting, and just finish in deep woods.
So in sand, we're already noticing Drew go a little bit out of his way to get the Sphinx treasure chest moon.
Yes.
So definitely going to be...
There's a few reasons why you might be doing this. Obviously chest. Coins as well, because purchasing 6 moons might not seem like that big of a deal, but I can tell you countless times, I have definitely overlooked coins in bingo, and it's important that not only you know where the Luigi coin arts are, but also your other main coin spots around the kingdoms.
Yeah, for sure. The main reason I pointed it out in particular is he passed by the Flowing Sands moon as he went over there, so he definitely was a little bit out of his line to wherever he was going, and he could have easily gotten an extra moon there, but he decided not to.
I think that pretty much confirms that he's not going for the 26 sand, though, because Flowing Sands is a really good moon if you're getting more than 16.
Yes,
sure.
Definitely.
It's pretty fast. You know, you can just go into Flowing Sands, go through the pipe, and then jump over to Sphinx. So,
or even go back up to the crate, to the crate area, and then up top to the top of the tallest tower through the 2D section. So
they are
very
both
valuable.
and sub areas. I'm interested to figure out why Drew is in Jaxi. I don't see music notes on the board, and the sub area generally isn't that fast. Maybe he's doing it for the regionals.
He's not, that's what confused me. He doesn't appear to be going for column 4 because he's not getting sand regionals.
He definitely probably isn't doing column 4 because also that goes to snow. Which, while snow and seaside finishes aren't like bad or anything, there's actually situations where finishing in snow or seaside is better than the early finish. But I think in this particular case, finishing early makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, there's plenty of options.
So. And the routes are pretty good for it, so. Ganon definitely picking the more optimal sub-areas to do in sand. Bullet Bill Maze and Moai Subroom are both fantastic sub-areas.
And they also synergize really well with his regional goal.
Exactly.
Because bullet building, well, not building, but the bullet sub-area has 6 and Moai has 4, so very nice for the 45 regional goal. Honestly, wouldn't be too surprised if he actually went into the Jaxi sub-area, just because he does need them, and they give him a lot of they give him 8 regionals in that one. So.
If he's going for total sub-areas, it actually wouldn't be a bad idea to just do Jaxi Ruins sub-area as well. Because you can get 8 regionals in there, and sand regionals are a little weird. Most of them are in 8-bit sections, like you just saw, and sand sub-areas, definitely. I think a total of like 20 coins are just in sand sub-areas alone, so.
So actually, Drew could be going for a large number of sub-areas as well, because he's going for all 3 here.
Potentially. Yeah, it's possible that, he's just routing it a little smarter than Ganon. Like I said, I think Ganon spending extra time in Cascade is definitely going to hurt him in the long run.
Yeah, because he just wanted all the sub-areas in Cascade, but they are not fast, and he didn't need the extra moons for anything, as there's no large moon goal on...
Yeah, and we have to keep in mind that even though wooded sub-areas generally aren't that fast besides, like, Pipeway and the Moon Shards Rocket, because they have that 28 moons total in wooded, they can really synergize a lot of their sub-areas with that goal because of the big moon goal.
Indeed.
So with that in mind, wooded sub-areas on this board are looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Ganon's going for, because he does not have 45 regionals yet, and he's also not going to be able to get enough moons to exit my notes.
It's possible that he might not be 100% sure what he's doing, so he might just be collecting the regionals as an extra precaution in case he changes routes.
Yeah, that was a very large way to go out of the way, though, because he went into the 2D area underneath the top of the tallest tower.
Right. Well, those regionals aren't very optimal in the first place.
Yeah.
So that just has to do with potential lack of optimal regionals.
But maybe he's looking at the shop moon to finish out?
Maybe?
Nope, slots. Okay.
Alright. Slots make sense.
Yeah, and both of them getting slots, so...
It is a goal on the board, so... Drew leaving Sand before Ganon. Kind of expected considering how much time Ganon spent in Cascade. Now, painting order in Bingo isn't usually that important. It can be important for, like, a goal like 2 moons from Hint Art, but that's not going to apply here. And the reason for that is because when you go through the painting in Metro, if you picked Wooded first, that would take you to Lake, which corresponds with the Metro Hint Art. So if you had, like, a big Lake moon goal, you could really synergize well with that and get 2 moons from Hint Art rather easily through very smart backtracking. But painting order will not be of importance here, because there are no goals that are really going to centralize around it.
Yeah, and looking at the
and
board
he's going for Pipe Clip?
What? He got
What?
that?
No way.
Ganon, why?
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Very cool.
How do you do that? That's so hard.
I don't even think he saved time doing it. That's the sad part.
Aw. Hey, he got the swag points, though. That's what matters.
Yeah, dude. But that's a very risky thing to do. He's actually getting more moons in Sand. I think we're seeing 26 moon Sand.
Yeah, I think he realized that all paths go to Snow Seaside with the 45 regionals in Sand, and probably doesn't want to do that anymore. And now he's going for 9 treasure chests.
Wait, yeah, what's some treasure that he could want? I mean, a chest, an 8-bit, coins, definitely coins. IP is filled with coins.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I think we're seeing a C4 from Ganon.
So, I am interested as to why Ganon got Pipe Clip basically first try, and
I mean, Clip try for Pipe Clip is, yeah, basically first try, and now he's struggling with IP Clip.
Yeah, but there, he got in. There we go.
He got it. A little bit of struggle, but I'm kind of shocked that he got Pipe Clip faster than IP Clip. What the heck was that?
Yeah, that's pretty game.
Drew having some movement issues in Lake. Maybe he forgot something. Yeah, or no. Wait, he grabbed the checkpoint first, but then he fell down. And then he tried getting back up. Okay, now I understand. I guess he figured just warping back up at that point would have been faster. Which, maybe it would have been. I don't know.
Wait, maybe he's going for 26 and sand? There's not. Oh wait. Oh, C4 potentially, but that has to go to snow. I don't know.
Yeah. So with this in mind, Ganon is grabbing 8 bits. So I think this basically confirms Ganon's doing C4, which means he's going to snow. I don't know how I feel about that, really. Especially with the 26 Moon Sand, like, he is spending a ton of time in these early kingdoms. Maybe he's pulling off the Stravo strategy in Bingo, which is essentially just doing all of his goals early, and then just blitzing the rest of the kingdoms with any percent. I could see that.
Yeah, that seems somewhat likely.
Based off of what we've seen so far, ooh, Drew going through the lake painting back to sand. Are we seeing a potential working revisit with the 26 Moon Sand? I doubt it. I think it's just for the painting moon.
Yeah, that seems to be it.
Personally, I would have routed with the wooded painting in mind, because, again, that works well with the 28 Moons Wooded Central Square, which I believe they're both going for, based off of what we've seen.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
So, I would say Ganon is in good shape to finish Sand after the Harriet fight, but he's actually short a moon.
Well, he can probably, if he needs to, he can go back to as late as Drew did, go back, get the painting, and finish up his 26 in sand.
I guess. I feel like there was a much better way to go about it, but that's okay.
That's not going to work, yep.
Drew going for the painting jump. Oh, that's not looking good. Yeah. Okay. So, painting jump's a little risky. You definitely gotta know what you're doing with your vectors and your ability to home in Cappy and delay your rainbow spins. Drew is just taking a ton of damage going to this chest, my goodness.
If you take one, might as well take two.
Dude, that cheat keep is in bad shape.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned before, I might have missed it, but maybe Drew attempted to do late clip, but just didn't get it, so now he has to get these chests the slow way.
I believe he went through. I believe he went through and skipped late clip. Probably not confident in it, but
I mean, if you couldn't do painting jump or late clip, you could work the revisits. You know, like with the painting chain, we're going to wooded first.
Yes, true.
Drew is really struggling with this painting jump. That's not good. This might give Ganon a possible chance to catch up for sure.
Yeah.
Because each time he attempts this, he loses time from the timer, and bonking, and actually performing the jump. Not to mention warping back up to the top, so what, that's like 40, 50 seconds?
Yeah, probably around there. Meanwhile, Ganon's still working his way around sand.
Ganon is missing one more moon, and it looks like he has found it.
But still...
That's an interesting moon to grab for moon number 26. Is he still going?
He's still going.
Wait. Oh, he doesn't have 45 regionals. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ganon is scrambling to find regionals. Been there, done that.
Drew's still struggling with the painting jump.
That should work. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. This is not looking good for Drew. Or Ganon, for that matter. They're both kind of fumbling.
I bet it happens. Drew, of course, had one other match. His opponent didn't show up for the second. But still, probably mentally fatigued just a little bit. Just understand.
Yeah, playing 3 bingos in a row, it can be kind of stress-inducing, especially if they're races. Yeah, that could be definitely part of it. Drew is just not having any luck with this painting jump. I think he gives up.
Yeah, he's probably choosing to go back to wooded, like you were suggesting, through Metro, if I had to guess, because he was pretty set on getting in. Probably needs a second painting moon. So.
Yes. So, with that in mind, he definitely wasted a good bit of time, but he is a kingdom ahead of Ganon. And with what we've seen from Ganon's route, he is going to snow.
Yeah. Consider he's going to either snow or seaside if he decides to do either the 45 regionals in sand or the 26 in sand. If he decides not to do one, then and decides to do the other, either way, he's still going to snow seaside.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, if Ganon went for the 26 moon sand, he's locking himself into a potential snow and seaside situation.
True. That is true.
Because the columns and rows don't really match up here. I mean, I guess he could do both. I don't know. There have been boards where I've considered doing both as more optimal than the actual routes on the board. Sadly enough. Because just going through snow or seaside with, well, seaside, actually. Most of the time you end up doing seaside first because snow's just... no.
I actually had kind of an instance of that earlier today where I got 10
Alright, we are seeing the lake clip. Beautiful. So, Ganon is showcasing how incredibly broken lake clip is in Bingo, if you know what you're doing. That was a very clean lake clip, and he's getting 2 chests, and a painting moon, and a checkpoint. Not like it matters for this board. All within the span of 30 seconds.
Well, there is a 3 checkpoints late goal.
Oh, wait, there is, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if he's actually going for that. Could be. Could be.
I mean, that would require a picture match, considering his route. I hope he's not doing 28 moons wooded and 26 moons sand, if he can avoid that. But
I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions that I have for both players at the moment.
Well, Drew has been routing pretty solidly. It was mainly the painting jump that's thrown him off so far.
That's true.
But in wooded, obviously there's a 28 moon goal in the center, so probably going to see at least one of them going for that. And then also the 9 treasure chests. There are 2 treasure chests in the deep woods, so potentially could be buying the outfit for the outfit room.
Honestly, though, I don't see a lot of reason to go to deep woods besides the chest on this board.
True, very true.
Capture is very easy to do, even without deep woods. Granted, deep woods generally is a good thing to do in Bingo. In most of the categories in this game, it's considered like a death sentence if you drop into deep woods more than once or whatever. But like, in Bingo, it's actually a good thing for the most part. You can get captures down there, as we mentioned multiple times already, 2 chests. Shiny Rock is down there. Yeah, and there's just like some pretty fast moons down there if you know what you're doing. Like if you have experience with... What is Ganon doing?
He's painting moons, man.
No.
Also,
Ganon,
oh,
come on, man. What is this? Okay.
That's 27 sand moon.
Anyway,
but
you're pulling off an incredibly clean FRS. Very nice.
yeah, going for the long jump variant. And perhaps he is going to be... There's no reason to get the wooded
Hey, it
region.
doesn't matter what variant you do as long as you get it.
True.
Granted,
But,
it's one of those tricks that doesn't save a lot of time, so it's debatable why you would even risk it in some cases. I guess swag.
true.
Ganon doing a potentially unintentional dram.
What do you mean? That looked very intentional. I think he wanted to go all the way back to those Goombas. He needed the capture for the 20 captures. That was funny. He just did the nicely vectored triple jump, then instantly get zoomed all the way back.
Oh my goodness. I have so many questions for Ganon already. This is not good. Drew is making his way through Wooded, and he's fighting Spirit. I think that's to be expected, because 28 moons Wooded, you pretty much have to fight Spirit. And why wouldn't you? Spirit is one of the fastest bosses in the game.
Yeah, and it's 3 moons, very fast boss. Just overall, opens up a lot of moons
Easy boss. Very easy.
sub areas.
It unlocks, like, literally the entire top half of Wooded. You can access the top half of Wooded early, but there's just not much up there.
Yeah, the only thing that's really up there that's useful for this board would be the 8-bit moon, but that's so much of a hassle to get to now. And there's also the sub areas that it unlocks. Defeating Spirit unlocks 6 sub areas in Wooded, and they're not.
Actually, no BP. It unlocks 2 sub areas. It unlocks the tank room and the Moon Shards rocket. The Flower Road is actually there already.
Wow, that's impressive. I was thinking...
I've had situations where I see 4 moons from sub-areas and wooded, and I just go straight up to the top and just see Flower Road and just skip Spear.
I did not know that. Wow.
It's pretty rare that I do that, but honestly, it's pretty cool, and not a very well-known fact that it's available. The Tank Room and Moon Shards are not, though. So, with that in mind...
And Flower Road is not the best sub-area to do overall, just because it's not fast, and there's no synergy, because the regionals are slow, and... Well, they're in the way, but there's...
A potential nut clip from GanonSlayer. Yep, there it is. Nut clip. Very impressive. Showing off as any percent prowess.
Looking like he's not going for the 28 in that case, because normally you'd go up top and get the nut on the tall fence and behind the rock wall earlier.
It's possible that he's just doing what he knows best.
That's true too.
Because with what you're comfortable with is important in bingo. Because as we've seen multiple times, flattening around doing things that you're not necessarily comfortable with, like Drew's painting jump attempts, isn't exactly ideal.
But now Drew going to Deep Woods and getting the treasure chest moons like we suggested.
Yes. Now, again, personally I would have done this at the end if you're going to Metro, but maybe he's not going to Metro? I don't know. Is there a lost finish on this board? I haven't even looked. I don't see a lost finish. Wait. Yeah, I do. There is a lost finish on this board. R5, C3, and, well, actually, it's a picture match finish, but you get the point. C3, C1, and R5.
Oh, you're right, yeah. But
so it's possible Drew is going for that. That might have just solidified it.
I don't believe he got the Cascade 8-bit sub-area or the 8-bit moon, so...
But then that begs the question, if he's not going to Metro, where is he going to get a second painting?
Probably. I think he is going to Metro.
He has a few options. He has a few options. He could opt to beat Wiggler. He could opt to beat Wiggler, which would kind of suck, to be honest. Or he can take the painting to lunch, which I think would be his best option at this point. Yeah, Ganon's literally just doing what he knows. Any percent. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's definitely catching up kingdom-wise.
Yeah, he also got the first story moon in Wooded, so he is planning on fighting Spear, I assume, because otherwise he'll end up with 17 before this.
Yeah.
To end.
So, I think that means we're seeing 28 Wooded from both of them.
Yep.
Which makes sense, it is the central goal on the card. Usually the central goal does, you know, the central goal is usually in play. Which is why it's important. I mean, it's pretty much the first thing you see when you look at the card, and if the central goal is bad, you're usually in for a bad time. Drew going into the Flower Road. Interesting movement. Skipping the P-switch. Alright. Very nice.
I believe that's faster if you do it the correct way. But
yeah, definitely. He actually could have hit the P-switch and used a little bit of the Flower Road to gain a little bit of momentum, so that way he didn't have to, you know, delay his cap dives as much. That's a movement that they do in APC PG. Probably APC as well, for the regionals. I would know since I've routed most of the kingdoms in APC PG. Anyways.
That death is super costly. That's
oh no!
Not good at all.
That is a really, really costly death.
Yeah, I agree with just warping out of there.
That's not good.
It's not worth doing that entire sub-area a second time, even if you're going to be one down on sub-area moves.
I think Drew's best choice now is to just get the fast moon in tank room and just call it one sub area. That might be what he's doing, actually.
Nice shot.
Ganon's in deep woods. Yo, I'm so bad at hitting that frickin' block. Honestly, I'm just bad at controlling the Sherm in general.
Yeah, the Sherm is probably the capture I'm worst at using, to be quite honest. But,
Which would explain my Mecha Wiggler track record.
Ganon doesn't know where the timer
Dropping
is.
down to Scanning Platform's Treasure. That is not a moon I see often.
It's not a bad moon, to be honest.
It's not.
Is that? That doesn't count as a sub area, right?
No.
Okay, didn't think so. Had to be sure.
There are coins in there, though, so maybe
True.
he did it for the coins? Highly doubtful. He doesn't need that much coins.
Well, we get a spoiler from the bingo board. Drew just marked 2 warp painting moons, so it looks like he is going to luncheon, like you said.
Alright, cool. I called it. Not like he didn't really have a lot of options, to be honest. It was either go to lunch or fight Wiggler and then go back through the painting. So. And I'm pretty sure with the route he's made already, it just makes sense to go to lunch. I have so many questions for Ganon, dude.
He's making it work, though. Probably just hasn't done a lot of bingo so far. And this is the group stage, so taking 1 loss isn't the end of the world. Of course, can't take 2.
He's definitely strong in the movement department. I think that'll help him moving forward if he can shape up his routing.
Yeah, but he's just got a lot of extra moons in not optimal sub areas, especially in Cascade. Spent a whole lot of extra time getting 4 sub area moons when they're completely unnecessary, except for the sub area moon goal he might or might not be going for it. So
Drew marking 12 moons from sub areas total, so I guess that potentially, I mean, it's possible that he's just marking it just because he has it. Sometimes players do that. Personally, I'm against it, because sometimes you can even confuse yourself, which isn't cool.
I do think he's going to Day Metro, because he's not gotten all the 8-bit moons. That's the only potential lost finish. So,
I'd hope not, because so far all of the indicators have been that he is going to do the C1, C3, R5 finish. Not to mention, there actually is a really good play that he can make. Because he has to go to Night Metro to, you know, from loss, he can literally do Metro Impossible and buy the moon, and then warp back and go to picture match. Because the shop didn't Night Metro. So.
I haven't kept track of that. Has he bought moons in every kingdom?
Good question. I haven't exactly been looking at that either.
I don't think he
bought one in Wooded. I know he's bought one in Sand.
Oh, he did buy one in Sand.
Did he buy one in Lake?
He did. He got the hint art in Lake, so I would assume he got the hint art by the shop afterwards. That way, he actually got the coins from it. That would make more sense.
That would make sense.
Then probably going to get Lost Metro, then revisit somewhere, Cap or Cascade. Cascade's probably faster. Yeah, the shop is open at Night Metro. You can buy normal coins.
Man, there's a lot happening. I think just because Drew definitely has an early finish solidified and Ganon does not, that gives Drew a huge advantage over Ganon at the moment.
True. And especially because Drew is... really?
Oh, what is this? What is this?
2 sub-area deaths that you will
no.
see. Man, very unfortunate.
It just shows that not, knowing how to do some of these sub-areas can really bite you. Because the play there is to, hit the first P-switch, hit the second P-switch, and then when you hit the third, you can just roll to the end of the room and then capture the Sherm at the end.
Yeah, there's no reason to be in the Sherm still this time. Just wasting time. It's where you could be rolling.
I have no idea what's happening. Anyway, Drew's fighting Bowser. failing fast hats, like you do in bingo.
To be honest, that's a mood.
Dude, it's so true though, because like you're thinking about what you want to do in Lost, and you're distracted to the point where you can't even do fast hats, which isn't even that difficult to begin with.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind,
I'm 100% sure Ganon has 12 sub areas by now.
I would think he would. I don't think he's just been counting.
He got 4 in Cascade, 4 in Sand. Okay, so this will actually be his 12th here, assuming he didn't get pipe low. But
oh man, dude. Well, hopefully we don't see a death in the sub area again.
Yeah, hopefully. Don't go for the jump, please. Oh my god.
No, he's going for poison at first.
He didn't even do it. Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh, okay, you chickened out. But honestly, with that setup, I don't think he would have made it.
Yeah, because the triple throw is definitely not going to do it for
For
him.
those that don't know, there is a trick jump in the sub area at the very end that you can save 7 or 8 seconds if you beat out the flower road and just, you know, go straight across. Fast, but also incredibly risky.
Yeah, because that sub area, you lose at least 30 seconds going back through the flower
Yay.
road.
So Ganon died, but luckily he didn't fall into deep woods again. There are sections in Wooded where you're okay to die, and there are sections where you are not okay to die, because you will fall into deep woods instead.
For example, Nut Clip.
Yeah,
I hate failing gate skipping games.
Ganon taking another death. I wonder if that was intentional. Probably was. Maybe he just doesn't know that that pipe takes you to...
no, he wants splitting platforms.
Oh, no, he wants spinning platforms. That was actually pretty big brain.
Oh, the synchronized cutscene fade out.
Nice. Yeah, the intentional death to get to spinning platforms. Wait.
But then warping out?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I can't read Ganon, dude.
Yeah,
Okay. He already had 28 moons. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might have wanted to get.
He didn't have to waste time in there.
Oh wait. Ganon revealing some of his goals potentially. Or wait, no, Drew. Sorry, my bad.
Drew is going for C1. That is confirmed.
Yeah.
Actually, we know he's not doing C3 because he never got 1 moon from Goomba. For those that don't know, there is 1 Goomba in Wooded that's really fast, and then there's 1 Goomba moon in Sand that's incredibly slow because it requires Beast. And he got Niter, so we can definitely confirm that he's doing the diagonal.
Yep.
Which begs the question, why he didn't route in the Wooded painting. Ooh, that's a rough death.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll just respond. Oh wait, he got the checkpoint.
Oh, never mind. He's fine.
Interesting.
I didn't realize he got the checkpoint. But he's warping anyway, so still kind of a rough death. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. So he had to get 3 checkpoints and lost for the goal.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I've definitely done that before.
Normally the strat for Darker and Dark Side would be to Death Warp. Well, not Dark Side, but Darker would be to Death Warp and respawn back up top.
That's actually an interesting way to go about that. I've never really seen it done like that. I usually stay on top and then crouch and then get Stone Cage and then triple jump up to the this moon. Gold Cage, I think it's called. So, that in mind, I think Drew is finishing up Lost.
Yep. And he did buy a moon here, so he has to get 2 more. Lightly Metro and a revisit. He has to do a revisit for 6.
Yeah, he has to do a revisit at this point. I don't think that was in his plan, but he definitely has to do a revisit because there is no shopping Cloud as far as I know of. That'd be pretty cool, though.
Well, I mean, even Cloud, he's already past that. You have to revisit.
No,
Cloud.
no, for picture match, because he has to go there for picture match.
Oh, I see.
I want to find the Cloud shop. That would be so big brain.
You just do a ledge clip by the Odyssey, and then it appears.
Dude, right? It's like under the arena, I swear. It has to be. The mythical cloud shop. Okay, so I wonder if we're... Oh, I mean, we're not going to see that because he's fighting with me. I was really hoping we'd see Metro Impossible jump just to purchase the moon and then get to picture match, but unfortunately Drew is not doing the route I would probably do on this board. Honestly, lost finish is pretty good. Or, sorry, picture match finish. But it's still a pretty good finish because you actually... Like, 20 captures is pretty easy, and there's 2 in picture match, for those that don't know. You get the Goomba one, obviously, but then you can also get the Mario picture match in Goomba picture match by capturing Mario's nose.
It's the nose? Okay. I thought it was the mouth.
No, the mouth is the Goomba. That's why when you're trying to do picture match fast with 4 pieces, you, Yes. Good. Yes. No, you're good. Alright. Sorry about that. Drew just doing a City Hall movement.
And that will seal the 7th treasure chest. Doesn't look like he's... It looks like he's going for 9, but he doesn't have enough for that yet.
So he definitely needs to plan a revisit in some way.
Oh, he never got Lake Painting.
No, he didn't.
So he got 2 in Deep Woods, he got 2 in Sand, I know he got Jaxie and Sphinx. And
yeah, he didn't go into IP or Underground, so...
So maybe he just gave up on... Oh, maybe he just gave up on row 5 because he missed that.
Oh, yeah,
so
maybe.
What's he doing instead, then?
What is he doing instead? He might be doing C3 instead. But then he still missed the Goomba move.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know, we'll have to see.
Tough.
He got the Swaying in the Breeze pre-piece.
I definitely think doing all of his matches in one day is starting to get to him. I feel that, though. Oh, that is... okay, he made it work. That wasn't exactly the best Wiggler pattern.
He made it work. 2 cycle. That's all you can ask for.
2 cycle is all you can ask for. I still have no idea what Ganon's going for. Is he doing a quad?
He's going for Blackout.
Is he doing a quad? Yeah, he's going for Blackout, dude.
He's going to Snow and Seaside. He's going to get the 6 moons in Seaside, then finish in Snow.
I think Ganon's best shot at this point is... Wait,
going back to Cloud. He's going back to Cloud.
Okay, he's doing picture match now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright, so...
Probably the best time to do it if he's... Well, actually, he's finished Metro.
Looking at the goals Ganon has done, I suggest C1, R2, and CLBR. That's honestly his best case scenario.
Yeah, I agree.
Because looking at the other options that he can do on this board, it's not looking pretty... Well, I mean, he probably has 7 chests by now. He went to IP. Did he go to the Sphinx Vault?
He did.
Did he get both of them in Deep Woods?
I only think he got 1 in Deep Woods because he did not buy the Explorer.
Well, he did Lake Clip and got both of them, so he probably has 7.
And he's probably doing BLTR as well because he did get sand slots.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions. Drew is in Rotating Maze. I don't know why, but he's in Rotating Maze. He left Rotating Maze. What? Maybe he finally realizes that he has to go to Snow or Seaside? I don't know. What is happening?
Drew, buying the shot moon. And looks like he's going to be going to slots afterwards from the bingo board.
Okay. So maybe he is still doing row 5? And he's just trying to figure out how he can still manage to do this? It's the only thing I can think of. But the question is, why is he collecting extra moons? Maybe he realizes that it would be just better to go to Snow or Seaside to get the chests.
Honestly, that's probably the case because he has to go back and get the lake painting as
He also
well.
needs to purchase, so...
Or
Wouldn't be
go
the
back.
worst idea. Snow and Seaside both have really fast chest moons,
True.
so... Not the worst idea.
Probably better if he's comfortable doing Snowdram.
It depends how many chests he needs.
He needs 2 because he has 7.
Alright, that's true. BP with the big brain looking at the goals that he's marked already.
I'm
So we know
fairly
he has at least 7. Oh my god. So yeah, with that in mind, Snow is probably better, assuming he can do Snowdram, but based off of the painting jump, I don't think Drew is well versed in the trick jumping tricks. Though at the same time, he may just, you know Snowdram because of any percent. That's
True.
true.
He does have a 105, I believe, so
Yeah.
likely do Snowdram around there.
It's not like a requirement to have a 105. Not even close. Snowdram
Yeah.
only takes like, what, 10 seconds?
I feel like it's more than that, but not entirely sure. But
Well, it probably is more than that because no one knows how to do Rango Room optimally.
I feel as though I'm not
Ganon's
sure.
collecting Metro regionals now, so I guess he's... What is going on with Ganon? Is he just going for Blackout?
They're just going for as many bingos as they can.
Dude, he's just going for Blackout. I don't understand. That's not how you win. This is triple bingo.
Meanwhile,
Drew's
Drew's
making some questionable sub-area choices in Metro. Shards Under Siege would not be my first choice for a sub-area. Not even close. It'd be like my 5th choice for a sub-area. And that's only assuming you practiced it.
doesn't look like Drew's going
That
for
sub-area is a nightmare if you don't practice it.
only getting 1, surprisingly.
Huh. I have so many questions for both of these players. Should be an interesting interview if they opt to do it. Well, I think Drew can get a sub-hour time, assuming he plays the rest of Metro really well. Because assuming he is going to Snow or Seaside to just patch up what he... Oh wait, no, he still needs Picture Match, never mind.
Yeah, picture matches.
He's also got Picture Match. And Picture Match is at least 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a pretty big time commitment as well.
Drew is having a lot of trouble grabbing glittering above the pool. But opting to use the umbrella to help him out. Kavana. I think it's a Kavana. I have no idea. Kavana, umbrella, whatever.
But Ganon finished up with Wiggle now.
Crowd Room. There is timer challenges on this board as a goal, but I doubt neither person is going for that at this point. Honestly, R1 isn't bad at all. Like, there were definitely a lot of options to do a lost finish on this board, and we just didn't see any of it.
True.
I'm so confused.
I think missing late clip was the main reason Drew ended up choosing the route that he did.
I guess. That definitely shook him up hard. Because it's possible, like I said, that he had the C1, C3, R5 finish in mind. Like I said, I think that's the route I would go for if I was doing this board.
Oh, did he select snow instead? Or the wrong kingdom? He could go to snow or seaside.
What? Why is he exiting the game? Both are viable in this situation. Oh no.
Interesting decision.
Huh. Also, for those that don't know, you can literally just... Oh, Ganon trying to do a dram, but not exactly working out. For those of you that don't know, you can actually just mash B on that screen, and then the game will stop and then let you choose snow or seaside. Most people don't know that, and it causes this.
Oh, maybe he could have not gone to Cloud.
Huh?
He could have not gone to Cloud.
Hmm.
That would lose.
At that point, you save more time just doing picture match after snow or seaside.
Yeah, and during the globe cutscene, it's only around 9 seconds.
Exiting the game, that's not going to be saving you time.
Yeah.
Unless if you're doing some kind of clock shenanigans. But with that in mind, Ganon is still collecting Metro Regionals, so that basically secures that he is going for that 35 Metro. I have so many questions.
Now, Drew going for picture match.
Ganon getting second slots moon. It's nice that slots in Metro is, like, super quick. Because, like, it's literally in the any % route. So, like, when you see 2 moons from slots appear, you're just joyous, because it's a pretty good goal.
Yeah, same kind of thing with 4 Metro sub-areas.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 and 80%, bullet building and people room are very fast, so...
Well, assuming you do new any % route. If you do old any % route, you will have to work in another sub-area.
You can make this with a triple? Oh, wow.
Dude, you can make that with a vault.
I think the triple is a little bit better here.
Considering you had to grab the regionals, vault better.
Okay, true.
But I usually like set up a really fast vault to cross that gap, because I hate using the poles. I mean, optimally I would just do bullet building correctly, but in the case where I don't, you know. Oh, I didn't see what score Drew got on picture match. Did you?
Hey, he got the moon. That's what matters.
No, we need to know what score he got.
He didn't use the Smiling Goomba, so he probably got like 100, but he lost all the swag points.
Not to mention, the fastest way to do Goomba picture match is actually to only use 4 pieces.
True.
Technically, you can use 3, but that would mean you'd have to be a perfectionist. For those that don't know, you need a score of 60 or higher to get the moon.
Oh, so you just...
Honestly, dude, I would love to see TAS picture match. 3-piece Goomba. 3-piece Goomba. Make it happen. Someone out there that TASes this game. Make that happen.
So Drew working his way over to the Gushin, going to be getting the, probably, oh, never mind, I was going to say the painting chest, but I'm not going for that right now. The Glass Palace treasure chest instead.
That's a very fast chest. Good choice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't go over to grab the beach checkpoint first. That way he can just warp to the shop. Little surprised by that, not gonna
Maybe he... I'm not sure. I was going to say he could get the painting checkpoint, then get the painting chest, and then get
I'm looking at this board right now, and like Ganon is literally just doing any goal possible to get himself closer to possibly having 3 bingos. I don't think he ever solidified a route.
Yeah, they were not having the best time this bingo.
No. And like I said, for Drew, I think that's because of mental fatigue, and missing painting jump definitely threw him off his game.
True.
And Ganon, I just have a lot of questions for Ganon. Well, I think, yeah, Drew's about to finish, according to...
Could sub hour.
Spoiler alert.
This
Drew's
might sub-hour.
It's gonna be close. The sub area is not exactly fast, but he only needs the chest.
Yep. Looks like he
Only the chest. Yeah, I think he just barely sub hours.
Yep. 59:53.
Yeah. Let's go. Very nice.
Looked like he stopped his timer a little bit late.
Yeah.
I was timing it to the moon tick or something. But
GG
GG's
to
to Drew.
Yeah, GG to Drew. Ganon is, just, I guess, showing off at this point. I think he's doing TNT for the Wolves.
Nice. He got it first try. Using the wall. They got
Alright.
it. Try using the wall slide.
That's an interesting setup. So, is Ganon gonna finish, or is he just forfeiting?
The board resets.
Yeah,
entirely
okay.
sure
I'm assuming we're seeing a forfeit from Ganon. Yo, so you going to Cascade just to do DSS? Oh my goodness. Ganon, what are you doing?
Oh, they're getting the chest moon.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, no chest clip.
Okay.
Potentially practicing some movement.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I mean, at this point, I think we can both see that he's not really gonna finish, so, I don't... Okay.
But yeah, congratulations to Drew winning at least 2 of the matches today. The
Yeah,
second
congrats.
one didn't happen, but not sure if that's going to be rescheduled or if he's going to take the victory. Not entirely sure what's happening with that.
That should secure him a bracket spot.
Yes.
Alright. Very nice.
So good day.
Is Drew gonna be coming in for an interview? Question mark?
Not entirely sure. Let's see.
Do we have to pull him in? Is that how that works?
Around in the Discord now.
Interviews from either player. I have a lot of questions. Like, I'll try not to pick their brains too hard, but I'm just so confused at multiple decisions.
Oh wait. Oh, Ganon got Vault Snowdram. Die Vault Snowdram.
Nice. Yeah, Ganon's literally just, doing Ganon things.
He's doing goals. He's still getting chest moves. So potentially he's actually finishing. We can't see the board though. They're actually finishing.
I mean, at this point,
Here's the Goomba Moon. They're going for now.
okay. I mean, he's making something work. How many 8-bits did he collect? Because I remember 8-bits being in row 1. Shockingly enough, it is on row 1 on this board as well.
Is that in the same spot? That's in the same spot.
Yeah, it's literally in the same spot. You know what? Just for rolls, let's analyze this board and see what's good and what's not good about it.
Sure, why not?
So, the first thing I see is Outfit Door Snow in the corner. That goal is kind of bad.
Very.
I see
Encore
some
3 Fountain Seaside in the second row. Third row doesn't have anything too objectionable. 90 moons totals kind of necessitates no Seaside. Not really, but somewhat. Really depends on how many moon goals you get.
Planting 5 seeds, not a bad goal. Especially since, we are allowing clock abuse. You can actually get moons from that.
looks like Ganon is finished, 104.03.
Hey,
Congratulations.
all right, GG to Ganon.
Yeah, that's going to about do it. Doesn't seem as though we're going to be getting interviews, but...
Oh, dude, I had so many questions, though. Oh, that's actually really unfortunate. Because, like, I'd love to know the mindset of, like, you know, like, what was going through Drew's head when he, you know, couldn't get painting jump and had to completely shift gears on the board. What was his initial plan in the first place?
Drew said he's down for an interview if they, as well
cool.
as Ganon, if they can get in, but I'm not entirely sure what's happening there.
Yeah, can they not get in? What's going on?
Not sure.
Do we have to add them to the call? Like, I'm confused. Can we add them to the call? Like,
it looks like they were supposed to get an invite from the bot, but it doesn't seem like that.
Did they not get an invite from the bot? Is that what's going on?
He doesn't have an invite here. Let me see.
Okay. Can we invite him?
That's what I'm checking.
Oh man, dude. We need to ask the important questions.
I don't see how to send an invite.
Oh man. That's unfortunate.
Wait, Drew is in.
Oh wait, Drew's in here.
Yeah, he's in the setup area.
Yeah, how do we pull him in?
There we go.
Hey.
Hi, Drew. How are you?
Boy, I'm very tilted.
I can tell. I can definitely tell during like painting jump you had a moment.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
The first thing that I want to ask you is what was your original route? Because there's no way what you did was your original route.
Yeah, I mean, I should have been finished before Seaside. I was probably going to revisit Cascade for the 6th shop moon.
There were several lost finishes on that board too.
Yeah.
Or technically picture match finishes, but you get the idea.
Yeah, no, I saw all the sub-area synergy, and I just went for that.
Yeah, and like I think that definitely works. It's just that lost finish was so good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I saw the lost finish. I think I was just under too much pressure.
And if you didn't want to do sub areas, you could have swapped it out for 8 bits instead and did row 1 instead of C1. So there were definitely options to work with on this board that were really good, and we didn't see anything like that from either player, which definitely made for an interesting, fun match to commentate.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Oh, Ganon's here too.
Yeah, hi, hello.
I have so many questions for you. So.
Okay, yeah, let's start.
So, did you even have a route to begin with?
No.
That's question number 1.
No, I did not. What do you think? You saw what happened, dude. I got 26 moons in sand when it was completely useless for what I ended up doing.
So this was just a clown fiesta, basically.
Oh, yeah. Basically what happened with me was, like, so I saw a route at the beginning, and then this happened with my, like, D-Rust bingo that I did today as well. Like, I saw a route at the beginning, I was like, okay, this looks okay. So then I started doing it, and then I realized there are so many better options on this board, and I didn't know which ones to go with. I probably should have stuck with what I was going for at the beginning.
Sometimes it's just better to just stick with what you have.
It's tough, but sometimes you do. You got to just make that call.
But that's also part of that. But that's also just part of playing more bingo. You learn to adapt to your situations.
Yeah, this was my 4th bingo ever.
Hey,
16 seconds off my bingo PB only with that.
Not bad for your 4th time, though.
Dude, that's not bad at all.
It's
also, also legit, when you were doing pipe clip, I was like, whoa, okay.
That was impressive.
Dude, I pretty much... So basically what happened there was I kind of gave up, and I decided to just have fun and do, like, every trick I knew how to do and somehow, like, implement it into the route. And
Yeah,
then
we kind of noticed that. You know, you did that with Wooded as well. You just kind of did Wooded any percent for the first half.
Yep. And then I jumped in the deep woods because I realized that you can't use the checkpoint after Spirit, which I should have known, but I did not know that. So
Should have grabbed it, but it's all good.
yep.
Oh
So-
my goodness.
Yeah, I did pipe clip insane because like I did it yesterday and I got it in like 5 tries, so I knew I wanted to like show it off if I could. So
Yeah, and then IP clip ended up taking you more tries, which was
Yeah.
what was going on?
I didn't even need to do IP clip anyways, dude. I needed 26. I got 26 moons in sand for literally no reason. Like if I just cut that objective off, I probably would have won. Like literally, if I just
And
didn't.
how
get
many
26.
and how many 8-bits did you get in the end?
I wasn't
Oh,
counting.
you were close to 7.
Was I? I literally
Oh,
was
you
not
had to.
counting, dude.
Well, you got a top, you got IP. Did you get private room in Metro?
I did not get private.
You got Cascade. They got Cascade.
Both of them?
Not just one.
That's one.
Okay,
I
just
got one of the
the
ones in
variable.
Cascade. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you weren't at 7, but that definitely might have been an option. Have you
Definitely.
noticed that you can adjust to it?
Oh my god, dude. I am so bad at bingo.
Ah,
I
you did
did this
great. It was a fun match.
It's
to
all
commentate.
practice. It's
Yeah.
literally
It was a fun
all
match to commentate.
practice.
I joined the tournament for fun though. I wasn't expecting to win, so I really don't care that much. It was fun to like
No,
literally-
it's cool, man. Like that's all we do this for. It's just fun.
yeah. I enjoyed it honestly either way.
What more can you ask for? And like I said, it was definitely a fun match to commentate because I
Yeah.
couldn't like predict what either of you were going for. I could kind of predict Drew, but then he completely shifted gears on me as soon as he failed painting jump.
Yep. I failed it like 69 times too.
I got first try lake clip
More like
earlier,
3,
so-
but okay.
I got first try lake clip, so I got the war painting moons really quickly. But
Yeah, yeah.
wait,
very-
did I even use that in my
very
route?
cool.
Yeah, I did. Okay,
Uh,
I did.
yeah, very cool of you to showcase that off.
Yeah, and then I realized that I got 8 treasure chest moons as well, and I was purposefully avoiding 9 treasure chest moons because I thought it would be too hard. And I just ended up getting 8, and I could have gotten the explorer outfit room in Deep Woods when I went
How many
there.
moons did you purchase throughout the run? Because you probably could have adapted
Oh,
to
I could have
Rogue as well.
easily done that. Yeah, I was just worried about treasure chest moons because I couldn't think of like where they were.
Dude, you were all over the place.
I know. I had no clue what I was doing, but at least I finished.
Of course, and that's all that counts. You finish.
I finished. There was an attempt.
I see
Alright,
you did like
both of
4
you.
rows basically, it looks like.
Yeah, dude, I was going for blackout at this point. Look
Yeah,
at that.
exactly. BP was like, maybe he's just going for blackout, and I'm like, yeah, it could be.
I could have done blackout, but like
You could have done blackout. You might have been better off going for
Finish off
blackout.
snow. Finish off snow. Go to Seaside. Get the 6 moons, 3 ground pounds. Then
yeah, exactly, man.
there's a,
Literally, go back to what did you get a treasure chest moon? Oh wait, no, treasure chest
And the
moon. in
Goomba, and the
Seaside.
Goomba. I mean, okay, technically you could get the Goomba and Snowy Seaside, but
No,
like,
no, the one moon from Goombas. I already got that in the snow moon. In the snow
Oh,
moon. I'm gonna
okay.
mark that on my
Oh,
card. You know what? I'm marking it. Okay,
he's marking it.
there we go. Yeah, it's
Wait,
been-
did you might have gotten 3 lake checkpoints. Did you go into the shop area or no?
Oh, no, I didn't get 3 lake checkpoints, but dude, there's only a couple
you
things left here. I could finish off this card pretty easily.
Wait.
Like,
Wait,
if-
wait.
if
You're
you
saying you didn't get 3 checkpoints in a lake even though you did Lake Clip?
Yeah, I got 1 checkpoint.
Well, finishing up the lake.
No, wait, I got 2. Wait, that's so stupid. Now you're making me realize how dumb I am. Stop.
The one by the sand checkpoint as well.
I'm sorry.
The sand
Yeah, I could have easily gotten.
Yeah, 20 unique captures.
You definitely
How many
got 20
captures did you have?
chapters.
Wait, did I get 20 captures?
I don't know. Check your game.
Probably.
15. No,
Okay, never mind.
I wasn't going for that, so I wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looking.
that's fair. I mean, if you're not going for captures, you're definitely not gonna get to even 20.
Yeah. Oh.
You have to like specifically be capturing things, and well, you can't really do that if you're just doing any percent during most of the kingdoms.
True.
All right, well, thanks for a very entertaining match to both watch and commentate. It was definitely a fun time, and that's all we can ask for here.
Yeah, I had fun playing.
Sam, that's what it's all about. We just wanted to put on a good show.
Of course, of course. Drew
Do you have
barely
any-
sneaking out a sub hour.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Do you have
You
any
had us on
final,
the edge of our seat the whole time, especially during the painting jump.
Of course.
any final thoughts before we sign off, Drew?
Yeah.
No, just GG Ganon. It was a blast.
GG to you as well. My final thoughts are now that I know more stuff about this, I should be able to beat that time by a lot in the next race. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you look for a loss finish? There were 2 very good loss finishes on this board, so.
Yep. All right.
You know, when in doubt, look for an early finish.
Yep.
Because for the most part, they are optimal, but there are beginner traps, like 90 moons total with an early finish.
That's yuck.
That's usually not a good idea.
All right.
Alright. Well, with that in mind, it was fun commentating, it was fun watching.
Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in.
Yeah, follow SpeedGaming, follow the runners. If you guys want to plug your Twitch real quick.
That's us. I'm Ocarinist_Drew on Twitch.
GanonSlayer SR on Twitch.
Cool.
All right.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow for more Triple Bingo action. I don't believe there's any more matches today, but again, thank you all so much for watching.
But there's several tomorrow. There's some interesting ones
I have
tomorrow,
a match
actually.
versus Sledge tomorrow.
Carlier versus Hey There, I think. I'm commentating that one. So.
Oh, there is a match coming up.
You know, that should be a fun match.
But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, GG's.
GG's.
GG's to everyone.